first podcast of Wrestling with an Attitude.
That's right.
I'm Mr. Biggs, and this is
Slammy Summit coming from All Noise Studio.
And we got a guest in the house today, and is Mr. Patton Jones.
Tonight was my night. Tonight I was the chosen one, and I was going to stand up for every one of the fighting men and women of the United States. Here it is. The new United States champion, the specialist Patton Jones. And you know what I got to say for it? Hoorah! Go USA!
Hey, thank you for coming.
With,
the very first episode.
Now, what affiliation are you with?
I am with Extreme World Wrestling. We're in Charlotte.
And what is that where you started, or where did you start at?
No, actually, I started in a small, what we refer to as a family fed in Lincolnton. And what it is,
in North Carolina.
And what it is outside guys can't come in. You're in a small group of guys that wrestle every show together. Mm-hmm. You become like brothers. You're a small family, and I started there. Let's see, I think it was November of 2010 is when I actually started.
Wow.
So what got you started? What made you have the passion to start wrestling?
Wrestling is one of them things that is in your blood. You either have it or you don't. It's like music. It's there throughout your whole life. And my brother always, from the time that I was just a couple days old, my brother had me in the bedroom wrestling with me, throwing me across the room and stuff. And it's something that's been in my family from the time I was born until now. And, you know, it's just something I love, and it's something that my nephew now loves. My nephew's all over the place in the house, running around and screaming suplex and jumping off stuff. And it's just something you have from a small time, from a small kid until it goes away.
It's like a fever, I guess.
It is. Once it's in your blood, it's in your blood.
So have you wrestled? You haven't wrestled in any other affiliations, or like, do you guys actually kind of go to any other affiliations?
I've actually wrestled in 4 different feds.
Oh.
I wrestled there in one fed one night, and
Wow.
that was all I needed because they had 12 matches on the card, and the main event was actually number 6. At the end of number 6, everybody got up and left.
Wow.
So we're staying there. We actually didn't get to wrestle until about 11:30.
So wait. So the main event is okay.
That's a lot of matches.
It is, and
Yeah.
it was way too much. And what it was the locker room was just, if you got a bag and you got some gear, come on down. We'll throw you in a show somewhere. And I wrestled one time, and I said, nope, I ain't doing this, and I never went back.
All right. So tell us about your United States championship here. So.
Well, this is my second reign as the United States champion. I actually lost it because of stupidity. I had a concussion, and I still decided to wrestle, and the guy took full advantage of it, and
Wow.
it gave me symptoms still after that for a couple weeks, and I actually just won it back last Saturday night, and I beat him in a boot camp match. And
What is a boot camp match, by the way? I've never actually heard
I
of
have
one
to
of
hear
those.
this.
a boot camp match is just a hardcore match, but
Oh, okay.
but because it has military implements to it, whether it be a military wrestler, whether it be military weaponry, something to the effect, it takes it to an extra level, which makes it the boot camp match.
So there's no disqualifications, no countouts. You can basically do anything.
Exactly.
Is it
Yeah.
anywhere counts, or any falls anywhere?
A lot of times people add extra stipulations to it.
Oh,
Like
really?
like for my boot camp matches are submissions only because I thrive in the amateur wrestling style and submission style of wrestling. So therefore I make them submission only to where you can do anything you want to. You're not going to pin me, and I don't tap out. So I will pass out before I tap out. So I mean,
So what is your like signature submission move?
I have 2. I have one called the Lima Lock.
The Lima Lock.
And it is a, for those of you at home who are sitting on your computer, you can Google this. It's called a cat's cradle submission. But
I've heard of
I
that.
actually, I modified the cat's cradle to where it is half cat's cradle, half Texas cloverleaf.
Wow,
So
I didn't think you could do that.
It's not very comfortable for people, so
I can't imagine that. Whew.
I also have the enhanced interrogation, which a lot of people know it as the Horns of Ares or the Last Chancery.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that one. Well, since we're talking about submission, what is your favorite submissions of all times that you've seen other wrestlers, of anybody do?
You always got to be a fan of something simple. Figure four
Okay,
is
right.
always
That's what I was waiting
North
for.
Carolina.
Most deadliest match you've been through, like stipulation-wise?
Stipulation-wise, I have been in an I quit match, really.
Ooh.
I've been in 3 different boot camp matches.
Were they in your favor, or?
One was not, and 2 were.
It happens.
It happens, man. I mean, you know.
I mean, hey, you can't get them all, but I mean, you got like 2 out of 3, so.
And the I quit match.
Ooh, those are never fun to be in, are they?
Like I told you guys, I refuse to tap out.
Yeah.
I refuse. It's something that I pride myself on as a submission specialist. If I can't get out of something, I need to learn. And if I can't learn, there's no need in tapping. You'll never learn from quitting.
Yeah.
So
True.
I actually passed out during that match and had to get carried out of the arena.
Wow.
So
Biggest rival?
Yes, that you currently have.
Biggest rival?
well, my biggest rival, I'm gonna have to say, is the Perfect Punk. Because
Oh, God.
for
Wow.
everything,
Sounds weird.
for everything that I stand for, he is against. I am 100% military. I am 100% United States. I am 100% the boy next door. I do everything for this country and for people.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas he stands for the government is out to ruin you, the military is out for their own good, yada, yada, yada. He believes that everything has some kind of backlash to it, to where it's actually they're doing something for them, not to help and better.
So he's like the conspiracy kind of guy.
He believes in a lot of conspiracies, and especially against him.
So he's basically CM Punk before this longest.
Yeah, he was
run
like
of
CM Punk when CM Punk was crazy. Is that
Yeah,
what you said?
he was CM Punk before he got censored, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, before he got censored, yeah.
Okay. I did have another question. Where do you want to go? I mean, as far as next federation, or
As far as
what's your
moving,
goals?
as far as going
wrestling?
outwards and
Yeah.
bigger and better, if I'm going to go bigger and better, then I want to go to what I refer to as the big times.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to TNA or WWE.
So we're gonna do a segment here, which is favorites now, and so we're gonna start with our guest, and then you're gonna tell our 3, and then I'm gonna tell my 3 favorite wrestlers of all time.
Oh, okay.
So let's start with yours, Patton.
Are we going to break it down like in categories? Or,
I mean,
or we just gonna,
if you have categories. then,
I have a lot of categories because actually being in the ring and looking out, you see a different style of wrestling for everyone.
Okay, then how about what are your categories, by the way?
My categories are technical,
Okay, technical.
power,
All right, power.
and high flying. But I'll give you my 3 overall,
Okay.
just for everything.
Okay, 3 overall.
All right, Eddie Guerrero.
Okay.
All right.
It's just something about the guy to where he has everything. He has that it factor.
Mm-hmm.
Gunner. I've actually met Gunner. I've talked with Gunner. Gunner has a lot of potential and a lot of usage for everything that he does. No wasted motion.
Wait. Are we talking about Gunner or TNA Gunner?
We're talking about. I guess we should say the TNA Gunner.
I don't want to
TNA Gunner.
Right. And as far as like when you're sitting back and you're actually, I met